Baleg. Baleg, dag. Does my sound good? I'm checking my sound real quick. Yeah, it's good. What the fuck is poppin'? What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped. Let me fix these lights. I look like a fucking soul. I look like the soul of a person. Is that better? Man, I need a new webcam. I think I already told you this, but yeah, I this webcam is fucking so fucked. And I was looking at getting a new one, and they're sold out everywhere. You cannot find a webcam right now. Please tell me that you will release the track you played on the Kinney battle. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, I cheated. Not just because the Dom thing, but I just incorporated the sample into some shit that I already had. I mean, I worked on it more, like I changed it up and changed the speed and shit, but I already had that idea laid out. I cheated. I'm not gonna front. I was super fucking, like, in a time crunch. Like, I literally had 40 minutes to do it, because I had to go do something important at 2 p.m., and I just found out at, like, 1 p.m. that this was even happening. So I fucking... Yeah, I dead ass, like, crammed it into 30 minutes. I was like, fuck, I just want to do something. That was fun, though. I was just there for the vibes, bro. Yeah, shout out to Dom. Dom just be fucking... He always follows me on Twitter and just fucks with me, and he just hit me up. I think he saw me in chat, and he DM'd me on Twitter. He's like, bro, let me send you my chops. He chopped it on, like, his SP404, and I just, like, incorporated it into the sauce. Legend. No, yeah. Anywho, my favorite submission, definitely Ramzoid. That shit, it was just one of those beats. It was just one of those beats. It was just like the perfect beat. Like, he just did everything perfectly. And the way it fucking... God, I want to hear it again. Where can I hear it? Can I have him... Let me text him real quick and tell him to send it to me. Because I wanna listen to that shit again. Hold on. I love when, like, in one bar or two bars... How do I say this? Like, I love, like, the A-B-ness of the whole thing. It's like... Like, I don't know how to put it. I'd need it, like, playing to let me ask him if he'll send it. Sam's was so fucking Sam. That shit was funny. That was so interesting. Slow Tie's like, God damn it, I gotta rap on some shit. He was listening to my beat, like, what the fuck? There's so much going on. It's like a producer's community that, like, wants to geek out on fucking beats and cool shit. And Slow Tie's just like, bro, this is fucking gay, bro. It's fucking corny. What the fuck? It makes total sense, though. Ramzoid said he'll send it to me. Is there... Bro, Slow Tie? I fuck with Slow Tie, dog. He, like... His energy reminds me of, like... You know those kids, like, at high school that, like, sold weed and were just super chill and always fucking super high? Like, the cool sketch kids. Like, he brings me back to, like, middle school. Like, the kids that got into weed, like, way too early, selling weed and shit. He's just, like, a goon. He's, like, the most goon-ass goon ever. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Just, like, always spaced out, high as hell. But like he's like very aware though. Like he knows what's going on. He just fucking. Oh, Ramzoid sent it. Let me ask let me get his permission to play it on stream. Oh, there's Kenny. Oh, Kenny got it. Oh, bro, that's dead ass. That's dead ass. Slow tie. Just goon. Like he's the kid that I bought weed from in 8th grade. He's like the kid that got held back 3 times. Dude, Ramzoid goes so hard. He really is a renaissance man. No, he won me, dude. His shit was fucking... It was perfect. Kenny probably just came in here after we talked about this. It was just like one of those beats. It's one of those beats that like people that love and appreciate like simple hip hop beats, they have those like 2 beats a month. Like we hear hip hop shit all the time. But then there's like those 2 beats that come out a month where you're like, yo, he did it perfectly. I didn't hear it in full quality over the stream, but I mean, it's literally was just like, god damn, like that fucking, like that A-B section, it just like perfectly fucking hit. Yeah, Wheezy, dude, me too. Something about Wheezy, like, I don't know, dude. Wheezy, it's all so simple. Like, his slow shit, I'm a slow Wheezy guy. I'm like a 104 BPM Wheezy guy. Like, before Hot was, like, way too popular, that was my favorite beat ever. That's the most hipster shit I've ever said, but that's just kind of how it is sometimes. I mean, I still appreciate the beat. It's just, like, sometimes they get way too hot. No pun intended. Bro, I want to get Kenny... Oh, it's like 118, something like that, whatever. Like, that's still slow for most shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Slow. Like, he's just like, I didn't even know shit got that slow until Wheezy made it. Fucking cool. Bro, Kenny, you gotta come on here sometime. I want to, like, talk to more people. Justin Record. I want to talk to more people about, like, life and shit. We did that with Carmack on accident the other day. But I've always wanted to do, like, sort of a podcast format and sort of shed light on, like, shit outside of music, because I'm, like, I love music. I love teaching music, but I feel like I equivalently like teaching almost philosophy. Not teaching philosophy, but music is so philosophical. Like, every single producer you know is a fucking philosopher in hiding. Like, if you get to all of them, they all, like, have all these crazy ideas, because that's all they fucking do. Speaking of the devil, Josh is FaceTiming me. Let me call you right back, Josh. Let me finish my thought. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, I just like talking about it, because it's... Hold on, Josh. I feel like people... You know, I don't know. I feel like that game is just as helpful... That was loud. I'll call you right back, Josh. I feel like that game is just as helpful as, like, as producer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell people how to do shit all day, but... Oh, man. I'm, like, treading... Let's just call Josh back before I go on some, like, unnecessarily long tangent about how deep life actually is, when it's not that deep. Yo, get in Discord. Let's just do Discord. It'll be way better audio.
Invite me.
Alright. Do I have him added? But yeah, I'd love to we'll talk to Josh. I'd love to have Kenny in here soon. Because, like, Kenny... hold on. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to find Josh real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have
Some
you added
clubhouse.
on my current on the Discord I'm on right now. Let me see.
Okay.
What's your username? Oh wait. Oh whoa. Let me mute. Um. Yeah. Um. We're just waiting on Josh right now. Um. Do you have any tips to make your drums hit like Kenny was talking about on his Twitch stream today? Um. Yeah, I don't know. Just choose good drums and fucking turn them up. Um. Okay, I'm being an asshole. Let me think. You know, I don't know. That's 90% of it, dude. Choose a good drum sample. Can you do a shaving head? Choose a good drum sample and like just know how loud they need to be relative to everything else. That's 99% of it. Like getting compressors and like EQs and doing all this fucking fancy shit. I promise you that's the last 10% of it. And if you get too caught up in that last 10%, like too early, it's like you're missing the whole point of the first 90%. Like if you like listen to it, like Kenny was just talking about Wheezy. Like Wheezy makes some of my favorite beats. He makes some of Kenny's favorite beats. Go listen to that shit. There's claps that sound like he didn't even touch it. Like he literally dragged in the most basic fucking overused clap ever and just used it. He just knows how to like make it sound good. Like it's not about all the fancy shit all the time. That can help you though. Like fancy shit. Let's get Josh in here. He added me, I think. Yeah, there he is. What up? How are you? Would I learn Chinese? I would. I'm down to talk about whatever, but I'll let you know if I think we are getting into any sort of territory that's bannable or something. Because I don't really know. Um, I highly doubt that, but it's possible. This is the most Josh Pan way to just start off a conversation ever. I fucking love it. Um. Oh, they can't hear Josh. Oh, the fuck? My bad. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait. Oh, there we go. Say something, Josh.
Hello?
There we go. My bad. Um. Damn it. They missed the whole first part I was commenting about. Um. Well, how are you, Josh?
Pretty good.
Are you?
I'm getting tired of the quarantine. I really want to go up to the bay and hang out in the bay for a bit, but my friend's sister is allergic to cats.
Why do you want to go to the Bay? You just have friends up there?
Yeah, girlfriend, but
Oh,
and my
okay.
brother too.
Okay.
This quarantine is just lasting too long because nothing's gonna happen for months, in person.
Yeah, it's tough. Like I already have problems with just my life getting Kenny called you bald fraud. God damn it.
Fraud.
Where did Kenny call me a bald fraud? He was just in here. A bald fraud. um yeah, I feel like I already fight just like life getting repetitive sometimes. Like I live in this fucking 700 square foot house
Yeah.
It's just like I feel like a fucking rat, like in a rat study cage sometimes.
And like a simulation, right?
Yeah, and I feel like quarantine has just even more so like solidified. It's even harder now to step out of
Yeah.
routine, and it just gets repetitive. But
I don't know. I feel like you can still do, if you think about it, we can still do pretty much everything we were doing, right? We're pretty
what
lucky.
do you mean we were doing?
Like, because you know how, okay, other than the things that are canceled indefinitely,
Mm-hmm.
like most of our time, I don't know about you, but everything you want to do, like if you want to do outdoor shit, you can still do it now, right? To
No.
some
Well,
degree.
oh well, it depends on what it is, but they closed
Like if
like
you're like
most.
hiking.
They closed hikes and shit.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? They
All
closed like all hiking trails and like beaches, so you can't
okay.
even do that anymore. But you can walk. I walk around the neighborhood sometimes with Taylor.
So remember a few years ago we were discussing whether there was probably going to be martial law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
It
wondered
seems
about
like
that.
yeah, it seems like they kind of did it, and everyone's okay with it, right?
Yeah, it's just so hard. I can't tell because I obviously had a lot of like, I mean, a lot of people had a lot of speculation as to what's really going on. I just can't
Yeah.
tell. I think it's real. Like, I think it's all like,
Oh, you don't think it's like this stuff is planned at all? Like it just happened.
I don't know. I mean,
There's
I
just a
just
lot of weird
by the
coincidences with it.
like what?
So first of all right, if you go
Well,
to
how about?
DOJ's
Sorry,
website,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So the Department of Justice, right? This is like October or something,
Okay.
but a Harvard professor got arrested. He was getting millions of dollars from China, and he sent biological material to China to a lab in Wuhan.
Mm-hmm.
So him and two Chinese people got arrested. And then before the Wuhan like virus broke out, there was the Chinese military games
Mm-hmm.
where all the world's soldiers went there. American soldiers went too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really likely that the virus was released that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing with the numbers, like China's definitely in on it with like the WHO and the UN because China's numbers don't make sense for sure. Because Wuhan, that city, there were hundreds of thousands of people leaving like every day, right,
Mm-hmm.
to other cities. If that virus really was that infectious and was released all at once, like there's no way there are only like 3,000 deaths in China. You know, there should be like at least like
Was there
100K or
three
something.
thousand deaths in China?
Yeah,
I
only
thought
like
there was.
3,000.
I thought there was more than that.
Wait, like
Maybe I don't
30,000?
know, but I haven't been keeping up with the numbers.
Yeah, 3,000. Isn't that insane?
That is insane. That's less than
There's
we
no way
have
it's
now.
real. Yeah, and they have how many people? Like 1.6 billion people?
You know what else
1.3?
is interesting? Well, there's just new shit, apparently new shit coming out about the virus constantly. I heard something. I don't know how true this is. I heard on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day.
It's Bill Gates, right?
No, huh? No, I heard something
It's
about
fucking Bill Gates. Oh,
um,
but continue. Yeah.
about just the fact that it's like the mortality rate is probably way lower than they actually thought because they're realizing like 70% of cases actually don't even have any symptoms. Like there's 70% of people that have it and they all they got was like just feeling a little off and they never even knew they had
Yeah.
it but they tested positive. So,
Honestly, Grant, I don't want people to think that. All right, look at the chat.
what? Well, let's just not
Basically,
even let's try to hold off before even going there. Let's talk about how this is affecting like us
daily
at
life.
just a
Yeah.
ground level before we even get that.
Well, one interesting thing is I think right now it's pretty much a world war, but instead of dropping bombs and shit, it's economic, it's like foreign policy, it's whoever can buy up all the companies, the public ones like Facebook. Look at all the tech that we use now in all the games, like the biggest games. A lot of them are owned by China now. And
Hmm.
while this whole thing is going on, I think it's a war between China and America to figure out who owns like the next generation. Like who's going to rule for like the next 100, 200 years.
Well, why? What does that have to do with coronavirus affecting our daily
Like
lives?
because coronavirus, everything's shut down now, right? So the economy shut down in all these countries.
Uh huh.
So as like you and me and people, if they didn't spend really stupid, they have some savings. But the majority of America, they don't really have savings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as all these people are losing their money, like everyone's pulling out of stocks because they need their money.
Mm-hmm.
People at the top are losing like a good amount too, but they're not going broke, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, as our country is starting to like lose work, like all these jobs, like in industry, like industrial jobs, moved to China years ago, Mexico, Vietnam. Like we don't have those jobs anymore. So if our country doesn't start getting the jobs back, and all of our companies are being bought up by like China and Russia, like we're kind of fucked just in terms of like being able to rule the next generation. And 5G is a big part of it, because if all the networks are owned by China too, then they're gonna lead on 5G, and that's like really important tech too. So
Yeah,
with all
I
this
keep hearing about
stuff,
5G shit, and I'm just like not up. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on or what the
yeah,
fuck is even being talked about.
like with
Um,
5G, basically 5G is gonna control all the self-driving cars, self-driving trucks, and like drones.
is it so 5G just like what is 5G? Like explain what
But
5G
it's
is.
basically the next generation of cell phone speed.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's
So it's
like
just like these like a faster way for everything
yeah,
to be connected that
but like
self-driving
way
cars
faster.
could use and shit because it's way faster and more
Yeah, way
reliable.
faster. Yeah, way faster. But they have to put it on like every street corner.
And are people saying that I thought it was a meme for the longest time. I just
Wait,
didn't even look into it because I thought it was a meme, like
yeah,
of
no,
like
nobody's saying it's
5G.
dangerous.
But is it
Nobody's
actually
saying it's
like? Is there
dangerous.
seriously like stuff like evidence about 5G harming us or
Like, wait, like physically or in other ways?
well
Because
like neurologically, physically? Yeah, physically.
well, there's not enough. There's not enough data to show what it does long term, and those cell phone towers they're only supposed to work at 25%. No, you can Google this yourself. You
Um,
guys can Google this yourself.
yeah, chat's getting a little split sometimes. Um, yeah,
That's fine though.
I didn't expect to necessarily talk about this, but I am down. But I am interested to hear more about um this. I need a mod in here. You can't be
I'm a
calling
mod.
you can't be calling chat autistic. Can you?
Yeah, I'll delete that.
Um,
Wait, do I just ban him?
no, don't ban him. No.
I'll give him a timeout for 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm the worst mod ever. I don't even know how to. I never handle this shit. I need a mod Louis. Can I mod Louis?
Yes. Hey, anybody who says that 5G is not dangerous, you're getting banned.
Yeah, definitely don't do that, please. Oh,
No,
you
I'm
have
just kidding.
mod. Don't. Oh
I'm kidding.
fuck, I forgot.
I didn't do anything. All I did was
I know.
mute him for a minute.
Um. Hmm.
All right, so the Bill Gates COVID thing is sus. All right, that's not a
Oh
conspiracy
man, dude.
theory. It's actually
There's no
conspiracy.
avoiding it. I can't.
Yeah. So,
There's no avoiding it.
all right, Karen, I know you
But
use
I'm down to
Windows
hear about. I'm down to hear about it.
too. I use Windows too. The
Okay.
reason why I don't fuck with Bill Gates is
Mhm.
everyone thinks he's doing philanthropy, right? He put all of his money into the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, all tax exempt because it's a nonprofit,
Mhm.
but they still own patents to vaccines and they're testing on poor Indians and Africans worldwide. He had a tech talk and he said if we do a good job with vaccines and healthcare, we can lower Earth's population by 10 to 15%. And that's not a conspiracy theory, you know, he literally said that.
We can
And
lower Earth's population.
yeah, he said if we
Wait,
do a
say
good
that?
job with vaccines, you can Google it. It's verbatim. He said we can lower Earth's population by 10 to 15%.
He said that in his TED talk
Yeah, he did.
because I've seen it. What did he say it about?
If we do a good job with vaccines and healthcare.
Well, but what context did he say? You mean like we can get rid of people by killing them with vaccines, or
Yep.
was he saying that like vaccines we could be looking at? I just don't know what you mean. Let me look it up because the context is really important. Let's see, Bill Gates vaccine 10%. A conversation with Bill Gates population growth.
Wait, so then why are
Do
the
you have
high
a
courts
a
of
clip of him saying that we can
yeah.
like
I'll pull it up.
verify?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know the surrounding context that he said that in the TED Talk and make sure he wasn't saying something that.
That's true.
I mean, you know. So what a.
Trapaholics mixtapes.
Yeah. Snopes link. Over this decade, we believe unbelievable in both inventing. God damn it. Unbelievable progress in both inventing. To reduce childhood death, reduce population growth and everything, the stability of the environment. So what does that mean? What is that? I don't reduce population growth. I'm just not clear on what he means by that. Look, I don't know. I honestly like. Yeah, I'm down to talk about. So it just means.
Less kids per family.
Is that something that he? I don't. I just don't. I don't understand. I mean, he wants to reduce population growth, like what to make Earth more.
Less people, but do you think these viruses come out of the U.S. or China?
Do I think they come out of the U.S. or China?
Yeah, like, do you think they're like China made or U.S. made?
I don't know if they're made at all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, are you down to talk about something else though? Because I don't. I mean, people don't. People are just kind of getting fucking mad. But I'm down to talk about like more personal matters or, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think people are happy with us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm interested to learn more about it. Maybe just not publicly in front of everyone right now.
Same.
Well, what else can we talk about? Let's start over. First of all, is that where your head's at? Like, is that all you want to talk about?
No, that was just random.
So you're down to talk about other shit.
Yeah, of course.
So EQ the conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this has been good for people, though. Do you think that some good has come out of this? In the sense that I feel like I feel like the world is getting more wise right now. Like, everyone is being forced to, like, take a step back from just everything and sort of self-reflect.
Yeah.
Even though...
So too. And they're also cracking down on sex trafficking rings.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
They're also cracking down on sex trafficking rings.
Who?
The Department of Justice. the military.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, you asked if there was anything good coming out of this.
How is that coming out of people self-reflecting? I'm so confused. All right. I'm trying, Josh. Epstein was a CIA informant. Holy shit, dude. There's all kinds of shit going down and Dude, you just came in my stream and you just divided the population, bro.
Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to.
But
yeah, Marsupio's right. It's
bro, you gotta do your own stream. You gotta do your own stream, Josh, where you can talk about all this shit and you can attract people that want to hear about that. You would honestly have a really controversial stream. Imagine having people this divided, like, and this hot every single day in chat. InfoWars type beat. Alright, Josh, I think I'm gonna go make some music, dude. I'm gonna make some music for stream before they crucify us. Right, but I'll FaceTime you later. Wait, do you play Valorant?
No, do you have a key? Can you give me a key?
I think I have an extra account.
Really?
Yeah, are you gonna feed?
No, I don't feed.
What are you playing?
Valorant and CS.
Okay.
Send me the key. Send me the key, I'll download it.
I can send you an account.
Oh yeah, send me an account, I'll download it.
Okay. Alright, peace. Alright. Look, we love Josh. Not in the mood to talk about stuff like that right now. Anyways, bro, fucking philosophy and happiness, bro, like fucking okay. Check it out. Do we have free will? That's almost... Once you're asking the question, do we have free will, at least for me, that's how I know I've that's the end of a conversation. Because that's the cul-de-sac where there is no... Like, once you've made it there... That's a tough question, dude. Free will versus determinism? Because then it's like... You could easily infer that everything is deterministic. And you would sort of conclude that there's no point in really doing anything. Which is kind of like a sort of... That's the beginning of a dark place to be. That's because you're sort of assuming you don't have control over, like, really anything. And that everything that you're doing is just a spout out just algorithm of what is to come based on where everything is now. And I mean, yeah, it's almost best to just not ask that question. Free will has definitely not been proved to be an illusion. I don't know what you're talking about. That's you literally, that's unprovable. But that's the place. It's like, it's just not beneficial to really think about that sometimes. It's interesting for sure, but that's like, again, it's like a cul-de-sac where you're just stuck and you're not going to return in a conversation. But we could talk about things that are actually more applicable. You know. Trying to think. I would love to talk to someone. I would love to have a conversation with someone else. I'm down to talk to Josh. I think he's having a hard time, like, staying on the same wavelength. He just keeps steering the ship to a place that I wasn't really trying to go. Yeah, I would love to talk to Kenny. I'll text Kenny. I mean, he's probably busy right now, but at some point, like, I would love to have Kenny on here, because Kenny, he's someone that we all, like, dude, the whole producer community looks up to Kenny. All of you guys look up to Kenny. And I think it can be beneficial sometimes to even hear Kenny say, like, you know, Kenny knows a lot of shit, but he, at the end of the day, there's things that he doesn't have figured out just as much as we don't have figured out. And it can be humbling to hear people you look up to say that sometimes. Not in like a, like, he's less than we thought he was kind of way at all. But just hearing people, you know, Kenny's vulnerable, like, Kenny's vulnerable too. You think Kenny doesn't get depressed? You think Kenny doesn't, you know, you only see the best. Like, dude, even me, like, you could see me stream right now, and maybe you aspire to stream. You're like, damn, he's so good at just streaming and talking about shit, and, like, but you don't see the hours and hours in between streams where I might be depressed or bored or, like, making shitty beats, like, trying to make good beats, but I'm making shitty shit. Like, you know, humanizing your idols is really important, because I think sometimes, me especially, I can get caught up in just this way of thinking where you forget that, you know, you can push yourself down, and the best way to put it, someone wise that I know said, you're comparing your insides to someone else's outsides. And you could just leave it at that. And it's just not analogous. But if you do that too much, like, you can end up in a place where you're not happy with yourself. And you feel like you're not doing enough. And you can't, you know, seem to, you know, it's tough, man. I've had a lot of good conversations in this room. This very room. Defy, someone said get Defy. I had Defy sitting right there talking about this exact shit. Just the other day, before all this Corona shit. Decap, I had a really good conversation with Decap. And yeah, dude, people have some interesting things to say. You know? I'm thinking about starting this. I'm trying to figure out what it'll be. Not necessarily a podcast, but I just want to talk to people and give them, like, a place to... Because if you want to get information, like, you want to pick someone's brain. You want to pick Decap's brain. You want to pick Sam G's brain. Like, that's what we all want to do. Like, I want to understand what Sam G thinks and how he views shit. Like, and how do you do that? You go to YouTube, you can look up, you know, Sam G interview, Kenny Beats interview. But in that environment of them just doing an interview, like, if it's someone that I have a connection with and I can get them comfortable talking about, like, actual shit that they're not going to tell an interviewer, then there's just a lot to be dug up out of people that I think would be really beneficial for a lot of people's lives, just, like, at a happiness level. Like, there's so much, because people forget, like, yeah, you want to be a better producer. You want to learn how to be a better producer and talk to all these people, but you want to know how to be happy too, because, like, it might not happen. It might happen. Like, that's hardly the point. It's almost two totally different worlds, but they are related. Like, you just got to understand what you're doing and why. Galimatias would have a lot of great shit to say, but, you know, he's low-key, dude. That's one of my guys, and he's so low-key, I don't... That's not gonna happen. Maybe someday. But, you know... Like, okay, here, I guess a more simple way of putting what I'm trying to say is, like, level 1 thinking is, oh, Kenny Beats is successful because Medasin is successful because they're good at making music. And you're not necessarily wrong, but there's like so many layers underneath that. Like, I think Kenny Beats is successful because of things that have absolutely nothing to do with music. Like, there's certain things he understands about how to go about life that are working, and they're just manifesting in the way of like a musical career. But there's a lot of shit to be discussed, you know, and he does. Like, Kenny talks about a lot of that. But bro, after I listened to the beats on Kenny's stream today, I really got depressed. I thought I was fucking fire. I'm fucking garbage. I mean, dude, look. God. Um You know, it's tough because, you know, there's Josh, I fucking hate you, dude. So look. Give me a second. I'm texting real quick. Um, um, okay. Borgor is classically trained. Wow. I did not know that. Okay, so JD, I'm trying to understand because a lot of people are. Did you submit something and have it played, and then you felt like shit about how it sounded compared to everyone else's, or did yours not even get played? I'm just trying to understand what you were. Yes, I am a self-taught pianist. I'll open up some keys to fucking. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll open up some keys to underscore this conversation. Um. So many things we could talk about. There's just so many options. I feel like chat's all over the place right now. Um. Yeah, I'm scatterbrained as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm scatterbrained as hell. What do you guys feel like you want to know most from your favorite producers? If you could ask your favorite producer one simple life question, not about the mechanics of music. It can be related to music, like how do you approach this situation, but one simple question. What would you ask your favorite producer? What would you want to hear them answer? How to get over mental blocks? Do you regret being a producer? What did you sacrifice in your life to be a producer? How many ruined relationships? Not a lot, necessarily. Are you happy? That's normally like one of the most powerful places to start. What's your favorite color? Fuck off. What first inspired you to be a creative? How do you get inspired fast? That's an interesting question, Louis. How do you get inspired fast? I feel like that question is sort of counterproductive to what your goal is. Like the impatience is sort of perhaps what's preventing you from being inspired. You know, that's the paradox of a creative block. I'm also curious what this person meant by a mental block. Do you mean like a creative block or just a mental block in general? Are you happy? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm happy. Creative block. No matter how many questions I ask my favorite producers, not only answers that solve my questions are ones I learned myself. What do you do when you feel like you have a pinched nerve? Okay. There's a lot of questions. How many times have you thought about giving up? I think that's a good question. That's a really good question. Because I think about giving up probably on a weekly basis. And I have thought, think about this. I've thought about giving up and felt like I probably should, pretty consistently since the very beginning, which is interesting. Along the journey of like what you guys to perceive me doing a bunch of huge shit and growing and overcoming, like along that way, there's a lot of little pockets where it's like, damn, I did that. That's dope. I'm proud of myself. But throughout that whole process, there was a lot of like not even being aware that, Grant, would you go into politics if you gave up on music? Absolutely not. Like, just not even being aware of what... Do you have advice for artists just entering the game right now? Bro, I don't. I don't. It's such a different landscape right now that the way the landscape I came up in was so different. I don't even know how to begin like giving someone advice on how to come up right now. I mean, I might have some ideas, but shit is just different. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking... I think everyone is trying to figure out how to like remain as relevant as possible. It's just the landscape is so different, dude. SoundCloud is not... It cannot put you on like it used to. SoundCloud, it still has a community and it's dope. It just can't put you on like it used to because the industry people are not necessarily digging on SoundCloud anymore. Like, they're not in tune anymore. I don't even know where they're digging. I think they're not digging. Everyone is just fighting to get Spotify playlists. Like, that's all the music industry is right now. It's just a bunch of people. There's just a battlefield of managers and artists and people just battling, having a free-for-all war of who gets the playlist. They're just like, it's literally a titan of like whoever has the playlisting power with a huge dick just hanging out, and the whole music industry is fighting over who gets to suck the dick. Like, please let me please you, put us in your playlist. That's literally what the music industry is right now. It's a dick sucking competition. Who gets to suck the dick? Like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. We've gone backwards. We've gone backwards. I'm fucking serious. I was just talking to my manager about this the other day. We've gone backwards. It used to be, remember, that was the whole narrative in the SoundCloud era. Was like, bro, like, this era has proved that you don't need to be signed to a label. Like, you can do this shit independent, and the internet is giving creatives power. And we've literally regressed backwards from that. And now we're back to, look, you gotta fucking sign deals, honestly. If you want to have the most power to be able to get in those playlists, like, bro, there's people that have fans and are amazing, and their music just isn't getting heard on Spotify because they're not playing that game. Like, if you want your shit heard consistently, maybe you don't care. Like, that's something I don't necessarily care about that much. I just want to make the music I like. But if you want to get big, if you want to have big numerical success, it is 100%, it is reverted backwards to, you know, TikTok is sort of similar to how SoundCloud used to be, but in a very memeier, just more fucking stupid, just distasteful way. It's all about just memeing. You know, it's not about, like, good, intricate music. But, you know, I'm concerned. I'll fucking tell you, I'm concerned about the state of music right now. And no one's talking about it, to be honest with you, because it's not fun to talk about. Like, when you start talking about it, like, because we just want to make music and have fun. I want to talk to you guys and feel good. I don't want to sit here and admit to you that, like, damn, the music industry sometimes feels like it is kind of fucked. Like, it feels like we're headed to a dark place where, like, but, you know. And I just mean that as in, like, how shit is being run and how it's controlled, like, the landscape of everything. I don't mean that in the sense of, like, the musical community. Like, you know. Yeah. But it is weird, dude. Josh just said a good point. It's only fun for the first 5 years. Everything after that is dark and scary. You know? I mean, you know, it's sort of true. Like, playlist means that music listeners will stay in their comfort zone and not discover new music through other. I agree, Louis, but it's not necessarily on the listener as much as it is, like, there's the way for the listener to get to that music, it's too complicated. It's not like people changed in the SoundCloud era. It was the system that changed. Like, people are going to be the same forever. Like, people are not... That's what made SoundCloud dope, is it it accidentally plugged itself into like, oh, this is really easy for people to understand, and it just works. But now it's not on the people. It's on like just the way shit is set up. It's too complicated. I don't know how to find new music. I'm serious. Every now and then I'll go dig through like Flume's playlist on Spotify, his personal shit. I'll go through artist playlists and hope they update them. But I don't like have a feed. I don't have one easy, understandable like river of music coming through. And for me to go find it sometimes, it feels like complicated. There's a bunch of different places I could look, and it's like you got to figure out which one you want to do. You know. Yeah, see, okay, Louis, look. Everyone that's been, let me show you the trend. Let me show you, this is what happens, okay? This is SoundCloud. First of all, let me see in the chat, just say yes in all caps if you were a part of like OG SoundCloud era. Carmack, Medasin, Sam G, Oshi. Like, if you were a part of that whole thing while it was happening, just say yes so I know who's, like, that y'all understand. You remember that era. Okay, so that's like everybody. So look. Oh, not you, Louis? Okay, so let me explain to you what happened and why SoundCloud is dead. SoundCloud bubbled up. It became a big thing, as things do in the music industry. It became like a profitable thing, a way for artists to get discovered, to have success. Managers jumped in, started signing people to boost their careers. Labels jumped in, that's where all the focus went. And once that happens, now there's a repost trade. Now all the managers are communicating with one another like, hey, like, we got you if you got us. Like, here, it's not even artist to artist anymore. It's like, so that repost trade, that's what, it made everything fake. And that's why people just left. It introduced this mechanical, robotic, there's no soul, like, you don't go to your favorite artist page to see. I remember, dude, if Carmack reposted something, if Esta reposted something, you were like, holy shit, that's a big deal. They're putting someone on. Like, that does not exist anymore. You see someone repost something, it's just like, everyone knows. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything anymore because it just became this like trade between managers and like all this shit. So everyone dipped because it ruined the platform. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening with Spotify right now. Spotify was kind of the same. People started to leave and go to Spotify, and now Spotify is so hot that now it's the whole thing over again. Everyone's jumping in, and all the managers and all the industry, it's just like ruining it. And they're politicizing, like playlisting, politicizing how everything works. And they're just taking the sauce and like the genuineness out of it. But that's always gonna happen. That's always been the case since the beginning of time. Like, if you live in America, you live in a capitalist fucking economy, and combining capitalism and music, that's the motif that's gonna keep repeating till the end of time, So you got to learn how to adapt with it. So there's gonna be the next thing. There definitely is. I just don't know what it is. Could be Matter, Audio Mac. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know my shit because I haven't even been looking into much of any of it. I've been like locked in just making music. Maybe I need to explore other platforms. I'll explore Matter for the sake of Josh. And it looks dope too. Matter looks dope. But I do too. That's my only thing, Imagiro, is like, sometimes it feels, like everything's just trying to recreate what SoundCloud once was. Maybe it's not going to be something that looks anything like SoundCloud. Like, maybe it's going to happen on accident. It always does. No one ever can predict, like, what's going to perfectly work. Like, you can infer, but it's going to be some random shit. It's going to be some video platform that, like, I don't know. It's going to be some weird shit. that no one's going to expect, I bet. I remember October. It's fucking legend. It's just going to be Kenny Beats Discord server. Twitch is doing, Twitch is cool, but, like, this shit's different. Like, Twitch is different. Because you gotta get on here, you gotta get a camera, you have to have a nice setup, you have to be able to talk, you have to have something to talk about. There's a lot of shit that you have to be, like, well-versed in. Like, the joy of SoundCloud is it could just be a 16-year-old that's making fire beats, and that's all he's good at. But, for everyone to just start streaming and, like, it's, Twitch is good for something right now. It's good for information being shared, but for breaking new artists, I don't think that is what Twitch is going to... Twitch is very good for a lot of other shit right now. But, everything just gets... Dude, and, I mean, that's what's happening across all platforms. Everything is losing its soul. Like, dude... YouTube. If you go to YouTube, like, everything is so algorithmically controlled. Like, your feed is so tailored. It's so algorithmic. Like, nothing is just a fucking feed anymore. There's no platform where it's as simple as you follow fucking people and you see the shit they post in chronological order. Like, it's nothing that simple anymore. There's special interests in everything. For advertising, for just analytic data, for just, it's ruining everything. YouTube trending page, like, bro, I search for shit on YouTube.
Trapaholics mixtapes.
You can literally, bro, they have too much power too. Like, you can search YouTube for shit, and you will literally, on your search, will come up. This happens to me all the time. My second video sometimes will be a recommended video. Like, it'll be something that isn't even relevant to what I searched. I'm like, how the fuck am I searching something and I'm getting results that are just a recommendation that aren't... Shut up. Anyways. Yeah, bro. Instagram Explore page. I never go on there, but that shit... Clearly something's going on, because every time I do, it's like shit that I'm like, I don't look at any of this. It'll be like some TikTok star. It'll be a lot of shit I do kind of watch, and then it'll be a bunch of random shit that is clearly just plugged, or like some agenda, some narrative is being pushed by someone's manager, or like something. I don't know. But yeah, we're in a weird place, dude. We're in a weird place right now. And it's hard to talk about because, dude, I mean, this is such a, like, wannabe woke-ass conversation, but it needs to be had. It's, it's true. Like, just social media in general, every social media platform together is sort of... It's distorting, like, everything, I feel like. I feel like one of the biggest things it's distorting is people's ability to be happy. It's so fucking hard, dude. It's so hard to be happy if you're constantly on social media. And it's also kind of hard to be happy without social media, because then you feel disconnected. You feel like the SpongeBob meme where Squidward is looking out the window at people having fun. It's SpongeBob and Patrick having fun outside. That's what it feels like. Like, so it's like, you're fucked either way, it feels like sometimes. Like, living a peaceful life where you're just in tune with the things that are important around you right now is fucking so... It's never been harder. Like, at my fingertips, I can feel like I'm pretty happy with shit that's going on. I can open up my phone and just see, like, dudes that look unrealistically good and have 1 million followers for doing nothing. I can see producers that are shitting on me and, like, having huge leaps of success. I can just see everything in seconds. Like, I can literally just beep, beep, beep. Holy fuck. Like, and just, like, that's never been possible throughout history. Like, that was literally not possible. Just the hyper connectivity of everything is, you know, it's just weird because it feels like this is a big deal. But the reason people don't, like, the internet children era, it's causing so much mental distress on a planetary fucking scale. But no one, like, what are we going to get rid of social media? Like, there's no conversation about that. I mean, we can't. We're already too set up, like, economically to where the internet is just such a part of how everything operates. Like, that's not happening, you know? And it's, yeah, it's fucking us up, dude. Like, it's really fucking us up. Be honest with you. I'll tell you personally, like, the biggest thing I've struggled with over the past 1 to 2 years, I mean my whole life, but especially the past 1 to 2 years, is being grateful for what I have. And I'm assuming most people can relate to that. I mean, and I think a lot of that comes from, again, just the ability to see these hyper-concentrated versions of people's lives. Like, people are putting their best foot forward. Like, obviously, I do it. Like, I'm not going to post me looking ugly. Why would I do that? I'm not going to get on and be like, hey, guys, made a shitty beat today. Listen to my shitty beat. I'm only going to show you, like, the fire shit, the good thoughts, the good pictures, like. But what that does collectively over time is, again, it's just so fucking hard to be like, it's harder. I'm not going to front, though. I do post ugly pictures intentionally. I feel like I do try to combat just that format of using social media. Like, I'm not going to post some, like, head-ass fucking beautiful picture of myself and shit. Like, it's fucking stupid, man. Like, I really do try to not play the game as much as I can. And I do that for you guys' sakes. I do it for my sake and your sake. Like, anyone that follows me, I don't want you... What I want you to take away from following me on social media and reading what I post and listening to what I say, I want you to be like, damn, he's a fucking guy like me. Like, I feel like we're in this together. I hate when people come up to me and they're on some, like, bro, like worshiping me shit or something. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm like, dude, I want you to be happy. You're not going to be happy if you're constantly in that state of thinking everyone, like, shits on you, you know? But yeah, dude, the self-comparison shit, I mean, it's hard. Like, this is the thing, dude. We all have an ego. Like, ego is built into being a human. Like, I don't care how much acid you fucking do. I don't care how much DMT you do. I don't care if you've experienced ego death. Like, maybe you have, and that's great. Maybe you're a monk. Maybe you're a Tibetan monk, and you've accepted everything. But if you live in 2020, like, your ego is very much a part of how you operate, how everyone operates, and the ego wants to do that. It wants to compare itself to whatever it can to assess where it is. Like, I want to know where I am. Am I a good producer? Am I in the top 10? Am I a shitty producer? Do I need to be doing better? And there's just too much. Like, your ego can go crazy just comparing itself to shit. If you think of your ego as like a third-party thing, it's like having another brain. It controls your brain and how your brain thinks and operates. Like, that shit, you unleash it on social media, it's gonna fucking just scan and compare and, you know, it's tough. It's tough out here. It's tough to find peace, but I'm on a journey to find more peace lately because, you know, I'm not like in some sort of fucking literal crisis. Like, I've got it easier than a lot of people, but especially right now. But, you know, I'm on a mission for peace lately. And I'm taking you guys with me. I'll document what happens along the way. And if I find anything worth sharing, then because, you know, how to find peace, like, I feel like is a changing conversation. It's like, you know, there's some core principles that work and have been proven to work over thousands of years. But, you know, again, right now, like, there's not a lot of people teaching you how to be happy in the state that we're in with social media and with self-comparison, like, you know. But there is some good info out there. I'm just saying that's something that I'm interested in these days. And that was sort of my idea behind talking to more people on here about things like this, is just to shed some light on, you know, I have a name for it. I have a name for, like, if I start a podcast, I would name it Hacking the Mainframe, you know? Like hacking Josh Pan's mainframe. Hacking, and what I mean by that is, like, you know, you see the board, like, you see the board and the buttons and the shit that's happening, but underneath that, like, there's a lot of wiring, there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of, like, way deeper connections as to why people are doing the things that they're doing. And just hacking into that and, like, digging around and seeing what we can find with different people is interesting. Yeah. Penis. And I also just like that feeling. I like that feeling of, like, thank God.
This is a certified hood classic.
Legend. Thank you, Isaac. Keep doing you, Shouty. Medtalk stock rising. Can you tell me why my music is shit? Another day. But yeah, you know. Like, along your journey, if you want to aspire, this is the number one thing that I'll try to lay this to rest a little bit for now. But the last thing I'll leave you with is, I think in my experience, the most important thing ever is just making music. Like, when I'm my happiest is when I'm inspired, like, making some shit in my room, literally in this room right here. And I just get this feeling I can't describe of just hyper inspiration of, you know, like, that feeling that I get, there's more dopamine happening. Like, it's a better feeling than any check that's ever come in. Like, I like money. Like, a nice check feels good. Like, any notoriety that I've gotten, just the process of literally creating music separate from any validation or money that comes in afterwards as a result, that is my favorite part. That's the part that feels the best to me.
This is a certified hood classic.
Why is there a D in fridge but not in refrigerator? It's a good fucking question. Isaac, would you quit spoiling me, dude? I'm about to donate $100 back to you. But, so, the reason I think that's important is because that's what I try to tell people, that I know I make this analogy a lot, or I paint this picture a lot, but it happens often, and this is sort of what caused me to start thinking about this, is people come up to me, people online, people come up to me after shows, and they're like, how do I get bigger? Like, what's some advice you would give me to, you know, coming up? I want to get bigger. And I think my biggest advice is literally, like, to just enjoy making music. Like you have access to the same level of happiness and satisfaction through the creative process that everyone does, regardless of how popular they are. You know, like it's not going to feel as better as you think it's going to feel.
This is a certified hood classic.
Thank you for the donation. If you understand what I'm saying, like, I don't know. I think you just got to lose the idea that getting bigger is going to make you happier. Because I'm speaking from personal experience, and every person I've ever talked to about this that's bigger than me, way bigger than me, smaller than me, at all levels of the hierarchy, it's the same thing. No one is as happy as they thought they would be from getting popular. So try to not focus as much on, don't put so much emphasis on getting popular. Just put emphasis on being happy and making music and finding your happiness through making music, if that's what you love to do. Because that's not going to change much. In fact, it might go down. I'm not fucking kidding. I feel like I'm less happy very often than I was at my parents' fucking townhome in Texas, like grinding, making beats. I feel like I was literally happier in a lot of those moments. So just put less. Have you heard Sammy G's new album? Oh, like the one he's about to put out? Oh, trust me, I saw that it's 90% done. I replied to that shit. No, I haven't heard the whole thing. He sent me pieces, though. He sent me, like, 2 tracks, and it's fucking amazing. Like, I'm not kidding. I say this very seriously. Sam G is probably top. He might be my favorite producer right now. He might be my number one. And I could dive into why. I could talk about why for a long time. So I don't want to get sidetracked, but I think Sam G is a phenomenal, just creative. Like, he's a phenomenal just channeler. He just channels creative ideas very accurately through himself. And he doesn't pollute them or water them down. He just fucking just gives us these unadulterated fucking untampered with. I mean, bro, and that's the thing, is I have hacked Sam's mainframe a little bit. Like, I've talked, everyone that's ever come to my house, like, shit gets pretty existential. It's just never captured and put online somewhere. I work as a bartender. Like, I don't love it, but it pays my bills, and I can make music on the side. That's life. It's not perfect. I wish I could live on music, but I'm not willing to give up on my financial stability. You know? I mean, everyone's situation is different. And I think, again, the main thing that I'm learning and crusading on is that your access to happiness and peace is equivalent to everyone's. And, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, if you're being a bartender, you love making music, like, it's hard to get on social media. It's hard to get on TikTok and see fucking 14-year-olds, like, with 10 million followers. You're just like, what did you... And they're just, like, doing this, like, fucking, like, that's all they're doing. Like, wow. 10 million followers. And you're like, what the fuck, man? They're getting praise. You look at the comment sections, the whole world is fucking praising them. I love you! You're like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I'm not getting that love or that praise. And, you know, it's so easy to feel that way. But it's like, you know, they're not as happy as you think they are. Like, it's complicated, dude. I'm just saying, you might not want that as much as you think. I've learned that from me personally. I often feel that way. Anyways, I've been talking a lot. Yeah, I want to have more conversations with other people and have them come on here. Hopefully we can have Josh back on a day that he's feeling less, like talking about corona conspiracies. This is a good combo, but can you use Ableton Live now? I don't use Ableton Live. Depending on the podcast. Yeah, I'm always down to fucking have a conversation. I love how he said able. Never mind. Thanks for uploading that Digital Mirage set to YouTube. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. That sounds terrifying. Trying to make beats in Ableton on stream. That would be a disastrous fucking stream.
This is a certified hood classic.
Bro, Isaac, fucking, I love you. That's the chords from that OST shit we made on stream the other day. Let me pull that up. I just want to play some keys for a little bit and maybe listen to this on loop because it's really hypnotizing. Yeah, I would highly, highly recommend weighted keys Let me fix this light because I'm looking like...
Trapaholics mixtapes.
It's so weird. It looks so... Oh, shit. That's Taylor. Hold on. Bro. Fuck. Alright. I know I'm double. I was saying, if you... God damn it. If you get a MIDI, get a weighted MIDI. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And the reason is, for those who don't understand why or what a weighted MIDI even is, I'm assuming most of you do, but it increases the sensitivity to velocity. So if you don't have any weight to your keys, then it's just going to sound flat. Every time you press a key, it's going to... But if you have weighted ones, then you can... You can explore the range of velocity. So this is my favorite chord. I gotta stop using this chord. It's just such a good chord. I'm at least trying to do it in different keys, but this is just my favorite chord. We're working on some like main menu video game OST type shit. So if you're expecting this to like go somewhere crazy with drums, it's not gonna do that, but is there a discussion going on about whether or not I'm a bartender? I was responding to someone who commented saying he was a bartender that makes music. I am not currently a bartender that is aspiring to make music. I just make music. I was once a Subway employee that aspired to make music. Did you guys know that? Have I ever said that anywhere? That was my only job I've ever worked out before music started making me money. I worked at Subway. in this bitch making sandwiches. I also got robbed. Damn, I gotta tell that story on stream sometime. Holy shit. That's like one of the craziest stories I think I have. Getting robbed at Subway. Like, I got robbed nasty. Like, not like on some fucking... Not on some fucking, like, yo, give me the money, bro. Like, I got robbed on some, like, Spec Ops fucking, like, held hostage type shit. The store got robbed while I was working the register. We all got robbed, everyone that was working there, but I was working the register. I had a gun in my neck, fucking held hostage, fucking thought I was literally threatened to, oh, dude, crazy. Bro, I'll tell this story. My girlfriend is here, by the way. I might go snuggle with her for a little bit. I just want to hop on and talk for a little bit. I didn't plan on doing much music. Maybe I'll leave you with this story. I'm going to do more musical shit throughout the week, but I just want to talk for a little bit. I had a lot on my dome skis. First of all, has anyone else gotten robbed? If you've... Give me a capital yes. Give me a capital yes if you've been robbed. With a gun. If you've been robbed with a deadly weapon. No? Damn. It's a cold fucking world out there, my brother. Tied up? What? Holy shit, dude. Just emotionally. Wow. By a homeless gun with a knife? The fuck? That's crazy, man. That's a lot of folks. Might have to get some other robbery stories up in here. Alright, I need some sort of... Maybe I'll make my camera bigger and just go over FL. This is story time. I'm getting a call, and I think it's a telemarketer, but I don't know. Hello? That's okay. Wrong number. Okay. I always answer random numbers, because... Bro, fuck you if you don't answer random numbers. Every time I'm visiting home and I'm with my mom, she gets calls from, like, random numbers. She's like, oh, it's a telemarketer. I'm like, dude, what if that was me, like, dying somewhere and I'm calling from a payphone and you're just ignoring that shit? Like, what? I get it. Fuck random numbers, but, like, dude, it's... Like, at least just answer for a second. Like, what if, you know, I'm like, I live in a whole nother state than my mom. Like, I could be dying. Anyways. Let me move chat too, because that's just like there. So, Subway story. So check this out. Let me just, before I do this, let me at least change the title of the stream and I'll change it to just talking too, because oh, how do I even do that? The fuck? Is there not a chatting? Oh, just chatting. It's not just talking. Alright. So, check this out. Damn, I gotta pee. Bartender talking about music. What the hell is wrong with this shit? Why is it not... Did it update? Yeah, it updated. Alright. Look. Alright. I don't even know where to begin. Let's see. So, little backstory on me before music was working out 100%. I'll just paint you the picture of where I'm at. I had the same friend group that I do now. I won't say their names. They're my friends, though. Same friend group. I was living in Texas with my family. Didn't live on my own yet. I think I was 18? 19? No, I was 18. I was 17 or 18. Was I? Or 19? Man, was this that... I'm 22 right now, dude. Like, this was not that long ago, and it just blows my mind to think about. Anyways, I'm living in Texas. I'm living in Richardson, Texas, if y'all know where that is, with my mom and dad. They don't live there anymore. And there's a Subway. I was going to school. I was going to a charter school. These are a lot of details. Maybe we'll dive into these like another time of the origin story of Medasin, but we'll stick to getting robbed. But I was, so we lived I'm in Louisville, nice. Hey, Richardson. So we're in Richardson. I live in this townhome with my family. There is a Subway literally right next to the townhome. Like, there's a little small strip with like a massage place and a Subway, just some random shit. It's not nice or anything. It's not sketchy either, though. Another important note is we live right next to a DART train station, so people can come, like, from deep fucking Dallas and do some goon shit, and they can just dip. So it was kind of convenient. It was like a fucked up location because of that. Like, it looked kind of nicer, but still kind of sketchy. Anyways, I'm working at this Subway, and I'm working the register. I work night shifts. So not night shifts as an overnight, but I work the late shift. We close it at 10. And it's like 8:30 p.m., 9 p.m., I think. It's dark outside, and I'm just working the register. And if you've been to a Subway, the whole front wall is like a window. So I see these two guys walking up, like, to the door, and I knew we were getting robbed. Like, before they even walked in the place, I was like, okay, we're definitely getting robbed. These guys they're looking around, like, seeing if people are watching. They're, like, wearing fucking sketchy shit, like hoodies with hats and do-rags covering their fucking faces and shit. I'm like, all right, fuck, boys, this is it. I don't know how to describe it. It was like, that was a long moment, just the few seconds of them approaching the door. I, like, kicked into fight or flight, like, okay, this is happening, fuck. And so they walk in, these two guys come in, they're both like 6'7". They come in, they instantly have guns. One guy rounds up whoever else is working, my coworkers, and the regional manager happen to be there. He rounds them up and brings them to the bathroom at gunpoint. And just to give you some context to, like, the energy, like, these guys, you could tell, were very experienced robbers. Like, this was not like some goon shit, like, yo, bro, I need money, give me that money and I won't hurt you. This was like tactics, spec ops, fucking, like, he comes in, he's like, all right, in the fucking bathroom, go, in the fucking bathroom. The other guy jumps over the counter. I'm working the register, so they're being held hostage by the other guy at gunpoint. He jumps over the counter and grabs me, gun in my... Are you doing beat critiques? I just love reading that, like, at this peak moment of a story. Jumps over the counter, gun in my neck. I hear the cock. Gun in my neck. Like 6'7" motherfucker, just like, open the fucking register. And, like, yelling and shit. So I'm shaking like a motherfucker. I'm just full, like, this whole situation was a blur to me. I was so fucking high on adrenaline, like, it was crazy, dude. It's just a blur. So the robber said, turn it up. He fucking jumps over, gun on my neck. I open the register for him. it takes me a few tries. I'm entering my password. I'm so shaky. I'm like, fuck. I enter it. Then he sends me off. The other guy, they trade me off, put me in the bathroom with everyone else. He's grabbing all the money and shit. So then they have us all in the bathroom, all three of us. Come on your neck. They have us all in the bathroom, on our knees, facing the wall, at gunpoint. So the thing about Subway is there's a safe, there's a register, and there's a safe. The safe is locked, and I don't know the password to it. I don't know who knows the password to it, but he's not happy with like the $80 he got from the register. So he's like, so he comes back to where his other homie is holding us hostage, and also somewhere in there they made us all empty out our pockets and shit. They were taking all of our wallets and phones and keys, everything. And he comes in there and he says, yo, one of y'all open the fucking register. Like, come open the register right now. One of y'all knows the code. And no one's speaking up. I literally don't know the code. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, holy fuck, I hope someone knows the code and speaks up. And this is where I thought I was going to die. Like, I literally thought I was dead. No one was speaking up. No one was volunteering to come open the safe. So he grabs me, like, individually, like, we're all against the wall. He grabs me, gun to my head. He says, someone open the fucking, open the safe. Someone open the fucking safe, or I'm going to start killing y'all one by one, starting with this kid. And I'm just there, like, I'm too scared to talk. I'm like, please, is someone going to open the register? He's like, open the safe. So yeah, I'm dead ass there, gun to my head. I literally was preparing to die. Like, I don't know how to describe this feeling to you or what was happening. It's such a blur, but I was literally like, dude, I felt sort of weightless. I was like, wow, this is the end of my story, dude. That sucks. Like, this is the end of my legacy. I'm literally about to die in a Subway bathroom. Like, this fucking sucks. Fuck life. Like, I was just having this whole thing going on in my head, and it was fucked, man. But getting past that part, someone gets up and opens the register, opens the safe, because he knows the code. I think he was just so, like, paralyzed by shock, he, like, was scared to, I don't know, but he fucking got up, and he goes, and he opens the safe for him. He takes the money and the checks, there's checks in there, and they dip. And they dip out in our regional manager, who is like has pretty decent money. He's not a Subway, like worker. He's manages multiple Subways. He has like a nice Tahoe. They stole his keys, drive the Tahoe literally down the street like 100 feet, crash it into some shit, and just dip on foot in an alley. Never found the guys. And also, I don't believe in God necessarily, but everyone got their phone stolen, their wallet stolen, their keys stolen. I had to go to a New York beat battle competition like in 3 days, and that's where my career started. And they somehow managed to they stole everything from everyone, but they dropped on their way out I couldn't have boarded the flight to go without an ID, and I can't get an ID in 3 days. They somehow managed to drop my wallet on the way out, so I didn't lose. I had my ID. They dropped my phone. They dropped all of my shit. I literally lost nothing somehow. And they dropped my wallet. They didn't notice my phone was on a counter. I literally, in 3 days, that's when I went to become Medasin. I went to this shouts out iStandard, shouts out Illmind. I went to this New York beat competition, and that was where I met, like, Illmind. I met all these people that put me on and, like, put me onto SoundCloud, and literally, if that didn't happen, perhaps I wouldn't be here. And it's just crazy. I got robbed 3 days before that pivotal moment, and it was crazy. What's crazier is not the regional manager, but the manager of that store, who was such a fucking bitch, dude. She was like this dyke asshole. I don't say that in a politically incorrect way. I'm just saying that's how she was. Like, she was like a military cadet like lesbian lady, and she was so fucking mean. She was like 50 years old, just like militant ass, like, do your shit. I'm like, bro, it's Subway. It's not that serious. Like, fuck's sake. And she comes up there, makes me continue to close the store, dude. She made me finish closing down the store as I, like, proceeding to work and do what I normally do and put everything in the fridge and do all this shit after getting robbed. The police were up there. Police were called. She came up there. Holy shit, this is crazy. Well, all right. I mean, you still got to get in there. Someone's got to do it. I'm like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, what do you want to lose your job? You still got a job to do. Like, you know, we'll talk about it after. But I was like, wow, man, okay. Like, I like having some extra money. Like, fuck it. Too lazy to find a new job. I'll just close it down. Fuck you. Finished closing the store. Continued to work there for like a couple weeks before I officially was like, I can't do it. Fuck this shit. I was paranoid than a bitch, dude. I worked there for a couple weeks after that. Every day I was working. If I heard any noise out back, like we have a back door to this alley, if I heard any noises at all, I was like, what the fuck was that? I'm like adrenaline fucking paranoid. But yeah, that shit was crazy. So again, my townhome that I lived in was right next to it. So I just walked home after closing. I went into my parents' room. They were sleeping. And I was like, hey guys. They're like, hey. I was like, we just got robbed. They're like, what? I was like, yeah. Fucking gun to my head. Threatened to kill me. My mom was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, that shit was wild. That shit was crazy. But yeah, that gave me a new perspective. I also got guns after that. I lived in Texas. I know some of you guys might be against guns. That's a whole nother conversation. But after that, I was like, I lived in Texas, so I went and I got some fucking guns. I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get got. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that just made me realize, bro, if you don't have guns, if you're not, like, balanced and shit, like, with just, like, other people are allowed to have guns in Texas. If someone breaks into your house, has a gun, and you don't have a gun, like, you might be sucking some dick that day. Like, you are at their disposal. Like, and I was like, holy shit, that's never gonna happen to me. Fuck that shit. No one is gonna come in my house and make me suck their dick with a gun to my head. Like, literally, you're fucked if you don't have a gun. And, I mean, people are all like, you know, I don't know. I'm not trying to get political with a gun debate, but, you know, people are like, bro, Texas people are so stupid. They think they all need their guns and shit. Like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, if, go get robbed. Have someone break into your house with a gun. See how you feel about guns after that, dummy. Like, fucking stupid. Fucking stupid, brother. This is America. I went a little crazy, though. I'm not going to lie. I got some guns. I got a handgun. And then I popped off, and I started getting money. So I got some nice guns. I got an AK-47. I got an AR-15 with a ACOG on it. I got a sniper. I got a 300 Win Mag sniper. I got a 9mm Glock. I got some shit. Got a 6.45 AR. No, I don't have a silencer. Those are really hard to get. You have to buy it and let it sit at a gun shop while your license gets processed to own it. It takes like years. And then one day you just get a call, hey, you're approved. Come get your silencer. Silencers they're hard to get. And I don't live in Texas anymore, so I don't have any of my guns. I'm not going to tell you where they are or anything, but yeah, I don't have them. I couldn't bring them. They're very, very illegal in California. But yeah, I deadass got a full Warzone loadout. But yeah, dude, fuck. Dude, getting robbed, you know, it wasn't... I was pretty equipped for it mentally, I think. Like, I don't feel like it fucked me up necessarily as bad as it can traumatize other people. You know, I feel like I had a decent time processing it, but there was a period after that. Dude, you know what's funny? I got obsessed with videos on YouTube of like robberies gone wrong. And maybe other people have too that have gotten robbed in chat. Maybe that's normal, but I started watching a bunch of videos of like robbery fails, like guys trying to rob places and then getting like fucking shot and shit. And I was like, yeah, fuck that guy, fuck him up. Like I was obsessed with those for like a few days after getting robbed. Dude, it's just this like it's this feeling you can't describe of like you were just taken completely advantage of. Like it's just such a like I don't know. It's just crazy. You're like, damn. I don't even. It's hard to. And knowing that they never got caught or anything, it's just like, man, fuck you. If you rob a place at gunpoint, put subway workers in that frenzied of a state, like fuck you, dude. Get up, just do something else. Like it's not that hard. The dude probably got $150 from that. You know, and, you know, he's probably battling his own shit, you know, like he might be on drugs, he might not have, and it's sad, you know, it's sad for him too, but still, it's just this feeling of like, dude, fuck you, man, like, get a job, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you almost killed someone, you almost killed Medasin, dude. What if he literally shot Medasin, and Medasin never happened, all because that guy needed $150 to go get high on meth? Like, I mean, it's not like you could hold him accountable. It's not like it's not like he can think straight. You know, he's probably addicted to meth or some shit. But then again, I don't know. Like, the level of tactics they used and the level of skill they had, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if these guys are, you know, not that people that do meth can't have tactics, but I was like, it was pretty well, like, orchestrated for someone to just a crackhead, you know? Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's a tough world out there, dude. It's a tough fucking world. Dude, I'm so hungry. I'm actually like... It almost sounds like they targeted your regional manager. Dude, it's honestly... I've never even thought of that. I doubt it, but... It is possible because he just happened to be there. That was like only the second time I've ever even seen him. I worked there for months, and he just happened to be there, and we happened to get robbed then when he was there, like literally dropping off some paperwork for old homegirl or something. But it's crazy. Bro, Subway has a smell. Anyone that actually goes to Subway, I don't know if you guys go. It's not that bad, but it's got a smell. Every time I walk by it in a mall or something and I smell that Subway smell, I'm like, uh-oh. It's weird. I associate it with that Subway smell is associated with just fucking steel pressed to my neck. Do it smell like robbery? Watch the Jim Gaffigan Subway bit. I haven't seen that. Bro, man, I could fuck up some bad food right now. All the Subway, Taco Bell talks got me kind of horny. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. We might have to do a Dave's Hot Chicken mukbang in this bitch. Dave's. Dreg already knows. Just Dave's. Bro, Dave's, I mean, I try to venture out and try other shit. It's just every time I open Postmates and I see Dave's, I'm like, bro, nothing really compares. Nothing really compares. But I will say, I ordered it last night, actually. I'm not proud to say. I literally ordered it last night, and they're different. It hits different in coronavirus era. It does. Like, I don't know what their fries are different. Like, they're on some budget shit, which I don't blame them. But something's different. Like, they're not. It's not hitting the same. It's still up there, but It's not. Something's changed. Something's changed. Is it actually National Horny Day? I don't even know what that is. That a thing? Are we getting raided? Raided by a party of 3. That's not a very intimidating raid. Shouts out to you though. Good luck, Galen. Am I saying that right? Good luck, Galen. Man, I'm hungry than a bitch, dude. I have that like a low blood sugar feeling where you're like stupid hungry. I'm thinking about ordering some food. We got Silver Lake ramen. Bro, I go off the deep end with food so bad. I'm really passionate about food, and I wish there was a way for me to like monetize it more to feel less guilty about like I love fucking food, dude. Everyone feels that way, but fuck y'all. Like I explore like Michelin star shit out here. I explore like I love food. That's a dream of mine. If I had the money and the resource to open up a restaurant, let me tell you what it would be too. I've got some specific ideas I'm not going to talk about because someone might steal it, but I love simple shit. Like, that's why I love Dave's. I love restaurants that just serve one thing. Like, I hate going to a restaurant that has a BJ's Brew House, fucking like a Chili's type menu that's just, I get overwhelmed, dude. I'm like, I don't want to think about what if I commit to this, but I could have gotten that and that would have been better. Like, you go to Dave's, it's just like hot chicken and French fries. You want it on a sandwich or you want strips? That's all you get. What do you want? It's like, thank you. I love perfected simplicity like that. Ramen. I would open up some shit like that, like some hella cool, just well-branded, like simple shit, you know? Chick-fil-A does a good job too. Bro, what are we ordering? I want some food. Do any of you guys live in LA? Ramen for sure. There's Silver Lake Ramen delivers, and they're amazing. And Dave's Hot Chicken delivers, and they're amazing. I typically get caught between those two. Those are my two favorite places to order Postmates. Have you guys tried Dave's Hot Chicken or Silver Lake Ramen? No, my GF is here. She's working on some homework in the other room. She texted me. I'm not neglecting the love of my life, I promise. You fuck with Thai? I fucking love Thai food. Night Market, if you've been there. Night Market Song. Yeah, they're tonkatsu. That's all I get. Tonkatsu. That's the way to go. That's like the ramen standard. I never really get like any weird shit. Tatsu's pretty good though. If you get Tatsu's like chicken shit. Howlin' Ray's, bro. Fuck Howlin' Ray's. Oh my god. Fuck Howlin' Ray's. That shit is overhyped. I went there once. I woke up early with my girlfriend on a Sunday at like 6 in the morning to go try it because we heard there's a line. We're like, we'll just wake up early on a Sunday and we'll go try it. Bro, we got there, the line was like a 3-hour wait at 6 a.m. on Sunday. And we were like, oh, this is fucking so stupid. Really? For some chicken? Like, it's not that serious. Like, fuck Howlin' Ray's. I've never tried it. I'm sure it's amazing, but that's crazy. How you feel about Italian? That's my second pick. That Thai, Italian, Japanese. Italian, I mean, dude, pasta. Oh my god, like amazing pasta places. Bestia is really good. I love pasta, bro. Oh my god, shit. I'm getting like worked up thinking about pasta. Soba, I fucking love soba. Shake Shack hit. I fuck with Shake Shack. That's probably one of my favorite burger spots. Isn't Texas barbecue the same wait time as Howland's? Fuck no. No, I mean it depends on what place you're talking about. Panang curry, bro. That's my go-to at night market. They have Panang curry. Their pad thai. Shout out to anyone that was in Kenny's stream earlier. That shit was fun. Nathan Main, shouts out. That shit was fun. I'm not a Five Guys man, bro. I'm not a Five Guys man. I'm gonna keep it 10 trillion with you. I'm not a Five Guys man. I'm not. I'm an In-N-Out. I like In-N-Out. In-N-Out's fire. People that hate on In-N-Out, I don't know, dude. I think you're bugging. Like I'm not hating on Five Guys. I'm not hating. Robbie, chill. I'm not hating. I'm just saying this is not it for me. It's just not it. In-N-Out, Shake Shack, like, I fuck with In-N-Out. I don't care. I don't fuck with their fries that much. Whataburger be hidden. Bro, I'm dead ass, like, I need to order food now. What are we ordering? What are we ordering? Silver Lake Ramen. Dave's Hot Chicken. Bro, I mean, that's where we're at, is we're between those two. Can we get some voting in the chat? Can we? Dave's Hot Chicken? Just say Dave's or ramen. All caps. Dave's Ramen. Dave's Ramen. What do we? I'll let you guys decide. Fuck, man. It's pretty balanced, but it's definitely leaning ramen. Okay. Ramen it is. Let me call Taylor. See if she wants anything. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna go pee and ask my girlfriend if she wants anything. Dude, they have priority delivery too. So I can get it hella quick. Fuck yeah. Alright, we in this bitch. Silver Lake Ramen mukbang. We could try to do some music shit in the meantime. Okay, what is my headphones stuck on? Alright, we got ramen on the way. What are we doing, boys? Let me get some water too, real quick. I'm stupid thirsty. Give me a sec. Alright. We got a little snack, got a little water, and we're making some beats. Man, fuck y'all. You're trying to steal my shit? Dreg, how do you even know that exists? How the fuck do you even know that exists? Oh, did I put that on IG? I don't know where it is. Started this the other day. Is this Crunch and Munch fucking way too loud? I am. That music I am, but not the bacon ones. Those taste like dog food. It's just... Bro, I hate when that happens. Alright. That's it. It sounds like a Monty Booker type beat. But like a shittier one. I'll just go through some shit. Let me change my stream back to music. Whoops. I need to find something. What is Couchlands? Bro, fuck off. There we go. What is Couchlands? Bro, I don't have Poppin', but I've got Poppin'. I've got like a newer version with I can't tell you who the feature is. It's me and a rapper who's like actually a rapper. This is the new Poppin'. I'm down to like, I gotta go way back to my private links to find it. I'm down to play some fucking stupid shit. I'm going hella back right now on SoundCloud. I don't even know if it's up anymore. I might have deleted it. Wow, this is so far. God, I upload a lot of private links, dude. Oh, there it is. Bro, let me... Bro, this is rare. Oh, that's what Lashland or Cal. This is some rare shit, bro. These are two of my favorite rappers, and I made a song with them. Yeah, I've been gaming. I played COD for a little bit. Played Warzone, but I'm over it. I play some Risk of Rain 2 and Valorant. I can't take credit for Scooby McCrinkleberg. That name was coined by 420 Bake Sale, who is... Yo, I'm down to play Risk of Rain 2 with you guys sometime. That shit's hella fun. I've been playing with the artifacts with actually the person I'm talking about right now.
Hey! Yeah. You play with my delicate instrument.
Bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if y'all are ready. I don't know if y'all are ready for that. God, those ad-libs coming in, those screaming ad-libs go so stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, this was like the most ignorant day of my life. I don't know what kind of ADHD, hyperactive fucking shit I was on. I was in the studio with Felly. We were supposed to be making some actual shit. But we were just like, we were both hype that day. I don't know what happened. We went shopping. I bought a watch, some shit, from Vivian Westwood. We go back to the studio, and I was just hyper, dude. I was like, bro, let's just make a dumbass fucking rap song. Fuck this shit.
Hey! Yeah. You play with my delicate instrument. Smoking on cookie like cinnamon. We get a chat to a minimum. I just want to talk like a pyramid. I do not want to be intimate. I kick her out like a Native American. Her ass is fat, but she kinda embarrassing. I got a drip on me, I need some Claritin. Yeah, filling the void. I don't feel bad for you goofy little boys. I'm in DeLoreans. I see you bitch, you was sipping LaCroix. Yeah, feeling like Lloyd. Beat the bag up, that's my trip to Kauai. Yeah, rugged little boy. Hey, my dick to some boy. Hey, I tell her bad bitch to get down on the kneecap. She got a big ass. Put that in my face, she said thick fast. I say it back and I'm smoking on big gas. Wanna be mean with your beast, trash. But me for the show, I get big bag. Pull off in the race and I go fast. Big money, big chest, big watch. Told him bring a zip in a ziplock. Big money, big chest, big watch. Told him bring a zip in a ziplock.
That was traumatizing to listen to be honest with you. Better than Poppin'. But I do wish I could find Poppin', because that shit was tough. That shit was, Alright, let me see when this ramen's gonna be here so I don't not check my phone and miss it. Damn, that's fast. It should be here. It says latest arrival by 8:14. That's quick. That's quick. I would love to stream some Risk of Rain too. I feel like, oh, is there a new Dave episode? I want to stream Risk of Rain. I don't like streaming games. I feel like you guys like don't give a shit. You're just like, what the fuck is this shit? Risk of Rain's kind of fun though because it's not high intensity. It doesn't really require, like, I can still talk to you guys about like music shit. It's not like Call of Duty. If I'm playing COD or something, I can't talk. I need to be like focused to not bait my team. But Risk of Rain, you can kind of like cool it, make some shit, but I don't know. I don't know what this shit is. Bro, I don't know if Imagiro's in here, but I still want to finish this beat. I need to send it to him. I need to go message him. Maybe. Oh, fuck. He messaged me back. I didn't even see this. Oh my god. Again, dude. Every time. Yeah, this shit's hard. Let me message him back. I feel like an asshole. How did I miss that? I need to check my shit. I love this beat though. I want to finish this with Imagiro. It looks like he sent me some updates on it. I just need to check them out. Yo, I miss WoW. I kind of want to play Shadowlands. I played WoW Classic. It got too slow, dude. I couldn't do it. I want to play Shadowlands when it comes out, though. WoW Classic is too slow. Oh, there's a new Dave episode that I need to watch, apparently. Yeah, the guitar was from a Majuro. And he did some other shit to it I need to peep. Guys, I'm really hungry. I might go snuggle my girlfriend and eat some ramen. This was like the shittiest music stream ever today, but I feel like we talked about some interesting stuff. That was sort of what I wanted to do anyways. I didn't really want to make music today, to be honest with you. But appreciate you guys busting a chill. Appreciate you guys if y'all are sticking through the Kenny shit. The beat battle shit was fun. But yeah, I want to do more music shit, obviously, and more non-musical shit. I want to do some more talking, just in a more controlled format, like have guests come on and just talk about shit, you feel me? You feel me, bro? I can't live stream Dave. Can't I get in trouble for that? You gotta pay for it. But yeah, that's dope. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that y'all appreciate just talking. I like talking to you guys sometimes more than I like making music. Sometimes I just get lost working on music. I'm not checking chat that much. It's fun. I like talking, you know. I want to do both, but I like talking to you guys and engaging and shit. It's fun. It's fun. Thanks, Dreg. Appreciate that. You guys have a lot of interesting things to contribute in chat as well. It makes it easy to keep talking. You still smoke, Grant? I'll smoke a little bit. Trying not to right now. It's a personal struggle, but that we can talk about another day. But yeah. If you're talking about weed, yeah, not cigarettes. Okay. Maybe we'll have Kenny on next time. I texted him. He said he's down. Maybe we can talk to Kenny and ask him about how fulfilled he is. Just ask him. We're going to get Kenny to overthink shit. That's our goal. We want to get Kenny to dive deep into his fucking psyche and start overthinking shit and tell us what he finds. We're going to break the system of Kenny. What did we say last time? D-dots. Don't overthink shit. I'll ask him about if he's got a robbery story. We'll figure some shit out. I want to have Decap come in too. I'm sure you guys know Decap. Fucking legend. I actually met Decap in New York at that iStandard New York beat competition thing. That 3 days after I got robbed, I met Decap there. And he's a cool ass fucking dude. We'll have Decap come on here. I'll think of some other people. Maybe Sam G. Figure it out. But I'm gonna go eat some ramen, guys. I'm so fucking hungry. It's pulling up in 4 minutes. I'm gonna eat this shit and that's it. I love you guys. Yeah, I know Fote. Not personally, but his music's fire. I need to catch up on his music, actually. Alright, guys. Maybe I'll eat this ramen on stream. Nah. I gotta get to my girlfriend. I love you guys. Peace.